I'm live. Hello, YouTube. It's Jack from the Big Friendly Gardener. I'm sat here with Ethan Chambers. Obviously, I run Cut Crew Limited in Northamptonshire and Milton Keynes, and we're currently waiting around for some excavation equipment to start our latest project. So I thought I'd just jump on a live and see if there's anyone that's going to watch this. Probably not, and see if there's any Q&A questions that I can answer. So obviously the chat is open. I've got one viewer, Ethan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's not you because you're not on your phone for once. So yeah. Right, let's have a little walkthrough of this project. So this is a client that I maintain their grounds basically weekly, and what we're doing is installing a 425 square meter gravel driveway. So what does that entail? That entails excavating to 200 mil, basically making sure we've got the correct falls away from the property and the existing drive, and then MOT, and we're using a GCL product called X-Grid. So basically X-Grid just clips in. It's going to be super easy to put in, hopefully, but I'm going to be recording that process. But basically we're coming around this willow tree round to the property, a little ramp onto the grounds here, a few bits and bobs around the house also, just so there's better access and they can get vehicles around. So this is kind of what we do on a day-to-day. We've got grounds maintenance as part of the business and landscaping. So we look after this land weekly on our ride-on mowers. Heading to this, no acreage is too big, no acreage is too small. It's kind of what I get up to on a day-to-day when I'm not making YouTube videos under the Big Friendly Gardener. So I'd like to kind of start introducing more lives and get some Q&As on the go, and just helping the community a bit more. So if there are any questions, chuck them in the chat. I doubt, to be honest, we're going to get many viewers at, what time is it, 9 o'clock on a Monday morning. So we'll probably have to start doing this at a different time, but it's just me getting to grips with the whole live thing. But yeah, so if there are any questions, chuck them in the chat, and we'll see how we can help. I'm going to retire now back to the vehicle because I doubt anyone's going to join, but we'll see. Ethan Chambers, are you on the live?
I'm not on the line.
Oh, okay, that's good. So I've got two people. But there we go. So that was a little walkthrough of up this week's upcoming projects. So currently you're probably wondering why we're not actually doing any work, but we are waiting for the excavators. So as soon as that gets here, we'll be busy boys. But yeah, that's kind of where we're going at. So if there are any questions regarding anything to do with lawns, gardening, or anything like that, whack them in the chat. I can see that we've got a few people on here, but if there are any questions at all, just treat this as a little Q&A and sit, chill out, and answer some questions. So yes, I hope everyone's having a good week, but it's kind of awkward doing a live. I find it a bit strange, but mainly the fact that no one's actually put anything in the chat, so it's made me maybe think about my decisions about doing a live, but we'll see. Hopefully everyone's okay on this beautiful Monday morning. But yeah, let's see. I'm going to put something in the chat to try and cheer the audience up. Hello, people. What questions would you like me to answer? There we go. My first ever live comment, and it's come from me. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Let's see what this is. Stable hire. Hello. Hi, mate. How are you? Yeah, not too bad. Okay, so right. Okay, so whereabouts is he? Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, BFG. For lawns, there is a lot of uneven and plagued with dandelions. What would be the best approach? Looking to get the lawn in decent shape for September, returf or reseed. So I'd be using a selective weed killer, Sam. If you Google selective weed killers, you do need. Oh, 1 second, I'm just gonna have to take this call. I'm sorry.
Advice?
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming with Hardwick Road.
That's the one.
You know what? I'm actually not that far away from that. I'll try and spin around and I'll see you there shortly.
Perfect. Cheers, mate. Bye. Bye. Awesome. So the excavators are on the way. Right. So Sam, going back to your question. So normally with selective weed killers, you need a PA1 or PA6 license. You need to kind of know what you're doing. So I could give you some of what weed killers to use, but you may not have the licenses or knowledge how to use them, and it can have a really adverse environmental effect. But what I would be doing is spraying it up with something that you can get off the shelf in something like B&Q. So you can basically get a weed killer that says kills weeds, not grass. Go around, spray all the dandelions up maybe 2 to 3 weeks before you want to do any lawn work. Then physically remove them by hand once they're dead, pick them out. And then if you then follow the video on 5 steps for a healthier lawn, so we've got our aeration, our scarify, our reseed, top dress, all that stuff, and that will bring that back lovely. In terms of the unevenness, you will need to top dress it and roll it out, but I explain all that in some of my videos, so have a little snoop. But if you do get stuck, just send me a message. Not an issue at all. I hope that's answered your question, but yeah, there's not a lot I can say without. There are a lot of really good professional selective weed killers out there, but again, you might have trouble either getting hold of it, or if you do get hold of it, using it, you can get in quite a bit of trouble having it if you're not licensed. So I'm not going to do that to you, but I would Resolver or something like that from B&Q, kills weeds, not lawns. Something like that would probably do you best. Kill the weeds first and then tackle the rest of the lawn issues. But yes, I don't think there's any more questions on there. We've been live for 10 minutes. Half of that's been me on the phone trying to get these excavators into this project. But yeah, thank you for the info. Have a nice day. No, you have a nice day, Sam, and thank you for joining. So I think we'll probably do another one of these lives. I've got to go to one of our other projects this week, so we'll walk through that one and maybe have another catch up, but I will post to say when I'm going to be live this time. But yeah, so that's what me and Ethan are up to this week.
Busy week.
So yeah, thank you for watching The Big Friendly Gardener Live, and I'm Jack. Have a good week. There we go.